Hey guys, I have some great news today. A super giant patch that looks epic is coming. As some of you know already, DICE LA implemented CTE, Community Test Environment, a little over 2 months ago, and have been working hard with the Battlefield 4 community to populate test servers, to test out all sorts of changes to the core game, like movement speed and the always talked about netcode, but also changes to the map design to make each round more balanced. Though this has come pretty fucking late, there has been more positive talk than negative as of late. This positive talk is about to get a whole lot crazier with the new patch, which will be coming soon, with many changes which were tested in CTE. Though DICE has not talked about any super specific changes, they gave us the overall picture of the changes yesterday on Battlelog. So without further ado, here are the changes that will be coming in the next Battlefield 4 patch. Number 1. Game mode improvements. General improvements and tweaks have been made to the following game modes: Rush, Obliteration, Obliteration Competitive, Capture the Flag, and Carrier Assault. This is awesome, especially since Rush and Obliteration are some of the game modes named. First, I don't know the exact information about these changes since I haven't installed my CTE yet and participate in the big changes, but from what I've heard on YouTube and Reddit, they will be adding and changing most of the placements of debris and cover on all the maps for these specific game modes, and they are changing the MCOM position and maybe even the flag positions on all maps as well. The reason I said that this was awesome was, well, because it's obvious. Rush is crap unless you're on the good team, and even then it gets boring since you just destroy the other team. The reason this is happening is because either there isn't enough pathways and pathways with sufficient cover to the MCOMs, or the positions of the MCOMs are really easy to defend and really hard to destroy for the attacking side because they're just in really awkward spots. A really good example of this is the second pair of MCOMs on Siege of Shanghai Rush, which are both in the part of the map which is underground. If the defending team gets a tank down there with around 10 guys, they can easily defend the 2 stairs and the glass opening in the middle, making it close to impossible to plant. When it comes to me being excited about obliteration changes, Obliteration has always been one of my favorite game modes, and it was supposed to be an awesome Battlefield 4 competitive game mode, but it fell flat on its face and failed right away. So any improvements or tweaks are great in my books. For the changes coming up to Capture the Flag and Carrier Assault, I haven't heard anything, so any information from you guys would be awesome. Number 2, Visual Recoil. Close and medium range optic reticles do not move with the gun any longer. However, both bullet spread and bullet drop are still present. So this is one of the core gameplay changes that I think will make a huge difference in a great way for most players. So right now when you fire your weapon, the dot in the middle of your scope and the actual scope itself will actually move side to side and up and down, and more or less depending on the weapon. But this will obviously affect your shot in a negative way because you will be trying to correct that movement. Well, you shouldn't be correcting that movement because even though on screen when the reticle and red dot is moving, it actually isn't moving at all. It's just an effect to make it look more realistic. Thankfully with this patch they made it so it doesn't move at all anymore, so obviously you will still have to know the spread and drop of your weapon, but you won't be correcting for something that doesn't need to be corrected. For a video showing you exactly how this works, check out Battle Nonsense Visual Recoil, and the link will be in the description below. Number 3, Soldier Movement. Changes have been made to soldier movement so that it closely matches the one in Battlefield 3, but without compromising the visual fidelity. This change also makes it easier to get away from undesirable firefights. Additionally, we've dampened third-person hit reactions where a soldier previously moved his head around a lot when getting shot at. So there has been a lot of talk about this in the Battlefield 4 community because the first few tries at changing the soldier movement on CTE were a little crazy to say the least. The changes they made at first made it so your soldier could move extremely fast side to side, making it a lot harder to hit your target since they could basically dodge your bullets. After improving this slightly several times, they finally made it so the speed of your soldier will match the one in Battlefield 3. And I'm sure a lot of people will like this because I know myself and so many of my friends who play competitive feel that your Battlefield 4 soldier feels very slow and bulky. But we all love the Battlefield 3 soldier, which was a little faster and you could actually get into cover when someone was trying to kill you. Another awesome change to the soldier movement that will come with this patch is the ridiculous movements of your enemies when you shoot them. Right now, when you shoot the enemy, their soldier on your screen will do a little wiggle and shake its head from getting hit by the bullets, but on their screen they won't move that much. So this change will make it so there is less of a movement when your enemy is getting hit by bullets, which is great because I don't know how many times I've missed an enemy because his head was moving down because he got shot just before I tried to shoot him. Number 4, HUD triage. Focusing on clarity and decluttering the HUD UI to only show what is important, we have added several options and functionality to make your screen much less cluttered and give you a lot of choice in making it the way you want. So I won't go over this one too much because, well, it's pretty self-explanatory. These changes will make it so you have more control over what is on your screen, how big it is, and how visible it is. Personally, for me, the best part about this change is that you won't have to deal with the freaking flag icons all over your screen when you're trying to shoot someone, and then you can't see them because of what is on your screen blocking your vision. Number 5, revive mechanic improvements. A special effort went into making revives easier to use, more robust, and easier to understand. Additions include a fully charged paddle sound, UI indication on revive time, and better networked ragdolls. So right now, when one of your teammates dies, you see a revive icon pop up on your screen showing you that they need to be revived. But a lot of the time, your teammate will be out in the open or in a spot that if you go for the revive right away, you might die as well. So one of the major changes coming from this patch will be the addition of a revive time on the revive icon that pops up on your screen. Now you will be able to see clearly how much time you have until you can't revive them anymore. So now instead of going for it, you can check the area out, kill whatever enemies remain, and then go for the revive. Number 6, netcode improvements. Making ping differences, trade kills, and kills behind cover less of an issue by lowering the time allowed to damage on the client side. Automatic high-frequency update setting enforced with the intent of release to all platforms, including Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3, and improvements to bullet damage times from client to client, dusting, and desyncs. Personally, I don't know enough about how all this works, but when I see netcode improvements, I'm guessing it's a good thing, so I'm happy about this one. Number 7, vehicle balance. Identifying and tweaking the top vehicles in need of buffs and nerfs. This is another one which I don't know anything about or that much about. The only thing I know is that the AA is still BS. If you have any information or links you could share in the comment section for me and others, that would be awesome. And finally, number 8, weapon balance. We focused on maintaining a consistent time to kill, how long an average engagement lasts for. With the changes to visual recoil, the third-person hit reactions, and improved tick rates has been sped up somewhat, as we still need to balance this with damage and recoil changes. And suppression systems has also been retuned and made clear. So now that they have finished all of this, here's me hoping this patch works and doesn't screw anything else up. Now you're probably wondering, like I did, what is next for CTE and Dice LA? What changes will they be making next since this patch goes over a lot of stuff? Well, this is what they said. The next initiative on the CTE will be called the Team Play Initiative. Here we will focus on improving team play and the objective aspects of playing Battlefield. This will include everything from commander, squads, field upgrades, and game mode improvements, features, and bug fixes. So a lot of changes coming soon. Personally, I'm really excited about all these changes, and I hope this patch helps Battlefield 4 get to the level of greatness it should have been a long time ago. I'd love to hear what you guys think about these changes, especially what you're most excited about, so leave a comment in the comment section below, and any likes or subs are much appreciated. Also, links for all this information, battle nonsense, and CTE will be in the description below. Finally, I think Dice LA deserves a pretty big high five for the work they have been doing as of late, and to help them out even more, download CTE and get on the test servers to keep these improvements coming. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you on the battlefield.